Hello dear viewers. The animal shelter received a call from Dacha village residents. Because the puppy was so weak, they pleaded for volunteers to arrive as quickly as possible because they feared he wouldn't survive even a few hours. This dog was well known to everyone in the area because it frequently visited people while living year-round in a vacation resort. People believed that the dog had owners in the past, possibly he guarded one of the locations. Nevertheless, his owners abandoned him when they realized they no longer required him. Maybe this dog was never in a house of its own. Nobody was aware of the dog's origins or when he first appeared. The dog was peaceful and did not bother the locals. He frequently appeared at the junkyard, where he made an effort to obtain his own food. Nobody in the hamlet bothered the dog or tried to drive it away, but no one wanted to look after it either. No one even considered occasionally giving the dog food. The dog was extremely elderly and had spent many years in the village. Once they realized the dog was lying down, everybody essentially stopped moving. The animal's paw was extended, he was immobile, and insects had already begun to swarm the area. People believed the dog had already passed away when they saw it in this condition. People noticed that the animal's life was still very much alive when it opened its eyes and began to move. Nobody wanted to save the dog, but one woman did make a call to the animal shelter. A few hours later, the volunteers showed up, and as they walked up to the dog, it barked and barked. The dog lacked the strength to fight, but he also lacked trust in people because he had only ever experienced their indifference. The dog situation was incredibly terrible for a few days, but eventually the dog started to recover. From the clinic, he was moved to an orphanage. The dog first shied away from both people and other animals. He ate and passed his days by himself. Volunteers allowed the dog some time alone since they all believed that at such a respectable age, the animal would never be able to adapt to a new way of life. The dog, Hans, as he was known at the shelter, was getting ready for bed one evening when one of the volunteers showed up. Since the girl hadn't been there in a while, she hadn't had a chance to get to know a newbie. "Who are these people? Let's get to know each other," the girl said to Hans. The dog was unable to comprehend what the girl was asking of him because he was accustomed to volunteers making every effort to avoid approaching and, more importantly, petting him. Hans appeared cautious rather than snarling or baring his teeth. The girl petted the dog, and with each stroke the dog gained more self-assurance and grew more friendly. It was a real revelation to an elderly canine that people are capable of both causing pain and bringing joy. The dog continued to follow the girl around at all times and barked for attention. He started to value his strokes more than his food and rest. The puppy got his new home in just a few days. The dog's heart was warmed by care and love, and the girl was so moved by the dog's story and his display of thanks for even the smallest act of compassion that she chose to adopt him. Friends, support my small channel with likes and subscriptions. Thank you for watching. See you in the next issues on the channel about our favorite animals.